Hello from Dhaka, this is Dubai Rahman and you are watching BSS News. At first, the headlines. Chief Advisor reaffirms UK Minister of Government's commitment to ensuring fair and inclusive polls. BNP will implement every clause of July Charter, says Salahuddin. Noor hails Chief Advisor's speech. Bangladesh strengthens global market presence at Dubai Paperworld exhibition. US pressures UN Council to adopt President Trump's Gaza peace plan. Now the details. Chief Advisor reaffirms UK Minister of Government's commitment to ensuring fair and inclusive polls. Chief Advisor Professor Dr. Mohammad Yunus has reaffirmed his government's commitment to holding a free, fair and inclusive general election in the first half of February. He made the statement on Thursday evening during a meeting with visiting British Minister for International Development Baroness Janie Chapman at the State Guest House, Jamuna. Professor Mohammad Yunus said the election will be held on schedule and will be participatory with a large turnout expected. He noted that millions of young voters will cast their ballots for the first time after being denied the chance to vote in the past three rigid elections during the 16-year autocracy. Awami League, he said, will not be able to contest the polls as its activities remain suspended under the country's anti-terrorism laws, and the Election Commission has removed the party from the list of registered political parties. The two leaders discussed several issues including illegal migration, trade, the Rohingya crisis and cooperation in the aviation and maritime sectors. Professor Dr. Mohammad Yunus said his government is committed to safe and legal migration. They also talked about the challenges facing Rohingya refugees. Young people in the camps are growing up without hope and must receive education. The chief advisor said that Bangladesh is purchasing a British research vessel for maritime studies in the Bay of Bengal. Baroness Chapman called for stronger aviation ties and said the head of Airbus International is expected to visit Bangladesh soon. BNP will implement every clause of July Charter, says Salahuddin. Bangladesh Nationalist Party Standing Committee member Salahuddin Ahmed has said the Bangladesh Nationalist Party is committed to implementing every clause of the July Charter exactly as agreed by the political parties. He made the statement today at a pre-procession rally at Shahbag in the capital Dhaka. Salahuddin Ahmed said anything imposed beyond the agreed clauses will be judged by the people. He said no law or order should interfere with the sovereignty of Parliament. Strict vigilance will be maintained on these issues. The rally was titled Rising Violence and Disrespect, Conscious Women Prepared to Resist, and was organized by the Women and Children Rights Forum. After the rally, participants marched silently from Shahbag to the central Shohid Minar with black cloths tied over their mouths. Salahuddin Ahmed said that if the Bangladesh Nationalist Party is entrusted with the state power through the people's mandate, the highest punishment will be ensured for those guilty of violence against women. BNP, he said, believes all citizens will enjoy equal rights as guaranteed by the Constitution without religion-based divisions. The country has yet to build an effective movement against the widespread violence faced by women, he said, adding that some laws are made or made harsher, but they are not properly implemented. Noor hails Chief Advisor's speech. Gano Adhikar Porishad President Nurul Haq Noor has said that uncertainty over upcoming national parliamentary election has ended following the Chief Advisor's address to the nation. He made the remarks today at his party's central office in Bijoynagar, Dhaka. Nurul Haq Noor said the Chief Advisor has given due importance to all opinions in implementing the July Charter. The interim government, he said, is on the right track regarding the February election, but divisions among political parties could disrupt the process. Holding the election and the referendum on the same day is realistic in the current circumstances, he said, and urged all political parties to remain united to ensure the election is held smoothly. Looking ahead, Nurul Haq Noor said his party will campaign in support of the July Charter, saying such support is essential for the legitimacy of the mass uprising and for building a new Bangladesh. Gon Adhikar Parishad has also announced plans to field candidates in all 300 constituencies in the upcoming polls. Bangladesh strengthens global market presence at Dubai Paperworld exhibition. Bangladesh has successfully participated in the Paperworld Middle East 2025 exhibition held from 11 to 13th November at the Dubai World Trade Center. The program featured the 14th edition of Paperworld Middle East and the 5th edition of Gifts and Lifestyle Middle East. Matador Ballpen Industries represented Bangladesh at the event. The company showcased its latest stationery and lifestyle products and helped strengthen the country's brand image in the international market. According to the press release, the exhibition also created opportunities for Bangladesh to build new commercial relationships. Key buyers and business partners from the Middle East, Africa, and South Asia were targeted for these connections. Paperworld Middle East is known as the largest international platform in the region for paper, stationery, gift, and lifestyle industries. This year's exhibition drew around 15,000 visitors from more than 100 countries. Over 450 exhibitors displayed more than 650 international brands, while countries such as India, Germany, China, Hong Kong, Turkey, and Jordan took part through official government pavilions. US pressures UN Council to adopt President Trump's Gaza peace plan. The United States has urged the United Nations Security Council to unite behind its draft resolution supporting President Donald Trump's peace plan for Gaza. Washington issued the call on Thursday, warning that any delay could bring grave and avoidable consequences for Palestinians in Gaza. A spokesperson from the US mission to the United Nations said the ceasefire remains fragile and that the Council must act together to secure long-needed peace in the Middle East. US officials began negotiations last week on the draft resolution, which follows the ceasefire in the two-year war between Israel and Hamas. The latest version of the draft welcomes the establishment of the Board of Peace, a transitional governing body for Gaza that President Donald Trump would theoretically chair until the end of 2027. The draft would authorize member states to form a temporary international stabilization force to work with Israel, Egypt, and the newly trained Palestinian police. Its tasks would include securing border areas, demilitarizing Gaza, protecting civilians, and ensuring humanitarian aid corridors remain open. For the first time, the draft also mentions a possible future Palestinian state. It says that once the Palestinian Authority completes required reforms and Gaza's reconstruction begins, conditions may be in place for a credible path to Palestinian self-determination and statehood. It adds that the United States will start a dialogue between Israel and the Palestinians to set a political horizon for coexistence. United States Secretary of State Marco Rubio said on Wednesday that he is optimistic about the resolution's adoption, noting that progress is being made on the language. That's all for now. For more updates, visit bssnews.net. Thanks for watching.